Hello then guys, and a very warm welcome to today's video, where today we are following the 10 DME fixed radial ring on our approach into Cape Verde. We are landing ILS runway 10 today, but what pretty much we are doing is we are following our way, or we're going to establish our way. We're pretty much going to follow our way around the 10 DME radial arc ring and pretty much just come in that sort of way. Just about to hit the sort of radial. We've set local QNH now, which is being completed. We've done a flight, or we're just completing, or coming to the conclusion of our service from London Gatwick today. It's TOM613 737-800. Obviously this flight is normally operated in a 757, but I thought I would just fly it today in a different aircraft. So it'll bring the speed back to 220 knots, and you can roughly make out where we're following today, which is the 10 DME radial arc ring, which we're going to pretty much just head straight through at the moment. And what pretty much this is because we want to try and sort of establish, because the approach here is different. It sort of takes you over the sort of the way the approach originally wants you to do, which is you put through the FMC, is we want you to fly over the field and sort of come back on yourself. But for today's flight, we're just going to cut through to the 5 DME radial ring, or just past the 5 DME radial ring, out to the 10 DME radial ring, and sort of bring ourselves round to establish from that sort of level. So we're just about to level off at 4,500 feet. There's some really heavy cloud around the vicinity at the moment, but it's very nice. 21 degrees on the ground currently in the island of Cape Verde. I think it's Boa Vista, this airport is just the closest to, but I believe you can get to both parts of the main island in or on Cape Verde through this airport. But yes, as it stands, only 101 for our approach today. And what else is quite interesting around here is it's just an island of trees pretty much, but there's a couple of hotels on it now, and they've all just built their way through. But obviously we're going to try and commence our approach and landing. Also, there's about a 17 knot crosswind on final approach, so that's going to cause a little bit of pain, I suppose, yes, you can say. But it is very nice, like I say, about 21-22 degrees on the ground. So a nice all year round summer holiday destination. And what we're going to do is, when we sort of fly past the 5 DME radial ring, we're going to then commence our final descent down to 3,000 feet. See, there we go, we're picking up the localizer right now, so that's all okay and that's fine. So pretty much, just to go through the basic way, the radial ring, which is there, just to tell us where we need to establish. It's just a bit easier, so we know then when we establish it there, we'll be about 10 DME out. So then we can proceed to bring back the speed flaps and retract the gear, and certain information like that. So all is good. So what we'll do now is we'll decrease to 210 knots. There's the island out to our right hand side. Lovely Orbix trees. There's the airport there. And now what we can do is we'll go on the vertical speed down to 2,500 feet. Now this is where it's quite important to sort of use the speed breaker as our advantage, and we'll bring speed back now to 180 knots. Now this is where, like I say, we've got to try and use the speed to our advantage. Obviously we are going to go flaps 1 for this time being. We'll clear the drag. 142 to find that approach speed today, and yeah, we're just hitting the flap 1. Flap 1 just to try and increase some drag, down to 2,500 feet on vertical speed. I'm just going to get ready now to commence our left hand turn. Bring the vertical speed back now to minus 800, speed back 160 knots. Flaps 5. And now we can start to commence our right hand turn. And now what we can also do is we'll lose the speed brake. Continue to bring it round. 280 on the heading. We'll maintain that for the time being. And I'll have meters on the display as well, actually. Okay, then to establish, we'll just go through the DME radial arc of 335 degrees to establish the localizer runway 01 here at the island of Cape Verde, just below the Canary Islands. It's about an hour and a half below the Canary Islands, to be honest. VOR localizer now, that's fine. We'll increase that to 2005. We'll go down to 2000 actually, 2000 feet vertical speed. That's our advantage. Speed back to our final approach speed. We'll go about 142 for today's final approach speed. Using the vertical speed to bring ourselves down as well. Plus 15, gear down. And we can now engage approach. Command A, lose altitude hold, and we'll go to 4000, which is the go around today. Now, overhead panel, they can come down. Oh god, they can come down. They can go to continuous. They can go to continuous. There you go. Sorry about that. There we go. So all the landing lights are down, and we give the cabin crew a quick call as well. Cabin crew, seats for landing. Thank you. Sort of just want to try and hold an altitude, to be honest. Cool. We'll try and level off 1700. I'll wait for that diamond just to continue to drop. What radial ring is that? That's the 5 DME radial ring. So we should be okay. No field in sight just yet. The VORs can come on, just make ourselves look pro. There's roughly the field. There's a 25 knot crosswind at the time being, so there we go. That should be flaps 25. Yes, it is. Rip the frames. There we go. Flaps 30. We'll set the go around altitude of 4000. Descending on the glide path. We've got this really strong 24 knot crosswind as well, so we've just got to take that into consideration. Aircraft is mine. But you try and battle with this crosswind. But what I'm going to do, I'm not going to battle with it too much. I'm just going to continue down to about 600-700 feet before we then will consider a further battle with the crosswind. But a 22 knot crosswind at the moment, so it isn't too good. But we are flaps 30 at the moment, so we're trying to get as much drag out of this as we can. But the aircraft still has control of the speed, so it's another sort of positive plus side which we do have at the moment. Lovely Orbix trees. Thing is at this airport, you know, I always realise this. There's always bloody trees on that final approach, and always like it's Mexico as well, and sort of places like Jamaica. There's always trees right in the runway. Three white, 1 red. I'll try and change that as much as we can. That's a 20 knot crosswind at the moment. Just got to be careful because we don't really want to hit them trees on final approach. But there we go. Landing. Watch them trees. You want to try and clear them trees. Right, we've cleared them. It's brilliant. That's fine. It's got a complete battle with the crosswind still. Which really isn't too good for us. That could really affect the flare, but we'll think about that if it actually does come into place.
50, 40, 30,
That's
20, 10,
flare. Get down. There we go. Just let it float down. There we go. Manual brakes, cancel reverse. There we go. Overhead panel. There we go. Welcome to the island of Cape Verde. Flaps up, lose the speed brakes. So there we go then, guys. We've battled a lovely crosswind on our final approach into the island of Cape Verde. 21 degrees on the ground, it's quite windy. It's absolutely lovely place to fly. It's one of them sort of semi-long hauls, but it's quite a nice flight, I personally believe, because for the 737 you can proper push it to its destination max with a load full of passengers, and the 737 can easily get there, obviously with quite a high cruising altitude as well. Just one of them flights which is personally I really have enjoyed. Just going to continue out with taxiing out to our stand here at the island of Cape Verde. The lag of GSX when you tell it to load up. There it is, it's over there waiting for us. What we'll do now though is we'll go back up to the overhead panel. We'll lose the taxi light because it is obviously it's daylight, and to be honest we don't really require it. But we'll have APU on. Not following that taxi line, but you know. Now we are. We'll prep this for the next service. That's fine, it'll be a 0-1 departure, because we are off back to Gatwick as well. There we go. We're over there. Lovely. It's waiting for us. It's not this one, it's the next one. Hopefully there's a marshaller, so we should be okay. Yeah, there's a marshaller, that's good. Rip the lag. Whoa. So then we're just a little bit off. It's this way, we're a little bit off. Okay, that's fine. That'll do. A little bit off. A little bit. Rip. It's always laggy down there. That's sort of camera view. So there we go then, guys. Cut the engines. There we go. So now I'll go to the overhead panel. Probes can come off. The packs can come off. Hydraulics can come off. Off comes the seatbelt signs. Off comes the anti-coal. Off comes the fuel pumps. That'll do for now. So there we go then, guys. Rip the textures. There we go then, guys. A massive thank you for flying watching the video and flying with us on this approach. Until the next video, guys, be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the flight deck on the next video. Bye bye.